have to say something up front. There's been some concerns about my comedy, and I want to reassure the producers and everybody here that I've gotten rid of the jokes that are off color, that are offensive, and may hurt someone. So I want to thank you. You've been a fantastic crowd. Good night, everybody.
He's known as the most sarcastic comedian of all time. With his signature cigar and dry delivery, Bob Zany has been making people laugh for more than 30 years.
Yes, and tonight he's going to be making us laugh here in Tampa at the Tampa Improv in Ybor City. But he stopped by this morning to hang out with us first. Bob, we are so honored that you fit us into your schedule.
Janelle, Java, I just want to say the J&J show has always been on my bucket list.
You can mark it off now.
You know what's interesting? I'm going to go later on. I'm going to go to KFC and eat 12 pieces of chicken because that's on my bucket list. You see what I did there, folks? I snuck a joke in. By the way, what a great staff you have here.
Aren't they amazing?
It is.
Awesome.
I've never felt more welcome, and also they asked me to leave half the time, so it makes no sense. This sarcastic thing, I don't understand. I don't know. I love people. I'm a people person.
Yeah.
I had a lady come up to me. She said, I have 12 cats. I said, wow, I have one. She said, what's it called? I said, normal. And I know that your audience is a big cat hoarding audience, so I know
Be careful.
we just lost Ybor City.
Right.
By the way, the chickens are great there, you know?
They got the roosters.
awesome?
People are so respectful of the chickens, they stop and let them cross the road because they don't want to be part of the joke.
Right, of course.
You see what I did there? By the way, I have been, you've asked me if I've been to Tampa. Many times I've been here. The Improv is a great, 60 years they've been around.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was actually, they had a TV show called Evening at the Improv, way before your time, Java.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
everything's
Notice
before
how I
her
didn't say
time.
Janelle. Right.
Yeah.
He just said Java.
Janelle knows
One more
everything.
babe.
Janelle and I were,
Well, Janelle is from here, so that you made the right
Janelle and I
assessment.
did vaudeville together. But look, the point is, I was on Evening at the Improv, and one of the shows I did 7. Dave Chappelle was on, and I ran into Dave one day, and he said, you know, that was my first TV show I ever did, Bob, and it was with you. And I said, that's cool. And he says, you know who was in the audience? I said, no, OJ and Nicole.
Oh.
And I saw the tape, and they were in the audience.
they were?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
my
6
gosh.
months. So how weird is that? Being part of that history.
That's
I got more.
crazy.
By the way, a lot of people see me perform before, so I've got the Bob Zany punch card. And it's,
Oh my gosh.
what I do
Not a
is
punch
I
card.
ask them how many times they see me perform, and of course I punch. And Janelle, you've never
Yes,
seen me, right?
No, but now I have. Right?
you
Does it
have,
count?
so you get 1.
Okay.
And then when you get to 10, you never have to see me again. So I call this the card of hope. And Java, I'm just going to go ahead and punch this out all the way, save you a lot of time. Because
Hand it over here, Bob.
I don't think you get me, you know, and that's okay. That's fine.
I think I get you
That's
really well,
fine.
Bob. Really
But it's going to be a big show tonight. We have some other comedians on. Vin is going to be on. He's a doctor in Sarasota. Do we go out to Sarasota?
We do. We sure
Okay,
do.
hi. Anyway, I'm doing a show in Lakewood on Saturday night. Yeah, Lakewood Ranch. It's a ranch. I remember, I remember when they were Lakewood blue cheese dressing, but now they're just a ranch.
Right.
But I'm gonna be out there tonight. You can find it on bobzany.net. It's a website, and I hear they're taking over the world.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You guys are young, and I get it. But you know when you're getting older, you're watching that History Channel, and you go, "Hey, I know that guy." That's when you know you're old. And by the way, I just love the reefs over here. How many people have died? 7, 9? 9 people have died. Thank you very much. This is the
I wish
worst.
we could get a shot of that.
And we should not joke about death, but I have lost so many dear friends and family members recently. I've been in so many funerals, always a pallbearer.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's how you mourn. Everyone's different. By the way, come on over here real quick. Does he work here?
Come on in.
Yeah, come on in.
This is a guest that's coming up later on.
Are you later on? What's your name?
Tony Oaks.
Come stand in the middle right
Tony.
now. We can see you.
And
Stand in the
Tony,
middle.
by the way, is going to tackle everybody after the show. So watch
He
the
told
after
him,
the
thank
show
you,
show.
I feel so safe.
Melissa's up
Thought
in
it
the
was
booth
security.
going, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't. But Tony, get out of here. I'm done with you.
Okay, that's all.
We're gonna
We'll see him later.
We'll see
him
Tony later.
I have a brother named Tony, and that's the one I don't like. Anyway, now if you were Steve, you could stay, but you can't, okay? You're Tony.
Oh, my goodness.
It's going to be a big show at the Improv. Get your tickets. Go to whatever they do. They get tickets. I don't know how they do it.
Look at the website. There it is.
Just Google it. Google it.
He said tickets are still available.
They are still available because it's me. Thanks for bringing that up, Java.
You're welcome. I want people
do
to
you
come. I
find-
want you to have a packed house, Bob.
Do you find that a lot of your guests never come back because of you?
No.
Anyway, the point is, I'm kidding. She's wonderful. Job is sweet. And the innocence.
He's never coming back.
I'm never coming back. Wow, she's got power.
I really don't. You can come every day. Honestly, you can host this show,
Right.
Bob.
Yes,
I
I
haven't said
could.
a word. This is really kind of nice.
I have actually done a lot of TV. I did a Jerry Lewis telethon for 17. You don't even know what
You
that
saw
is.
that.
You know what that is? 17 years with Jerry, Ed McMahon,
Yeah.
Casey Kasem, American
Oh,
Top 40,
what?
the
Every
voice of
Sunday.
Shaggy on Scooby-Doo. That was the coolest thing. I got to work with the voice
That's
of
really
Shaggy.
cool.
That's amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
And Jackie, your producer over there, she's fantastic. She's wearing a jean jacket because someone told her it was cool 10 years ago. Look, the point is, I'm kidding. My wife wears the same thing, and you look fantastic, okay? But it's going to be a big show, and it's about people with me. I love people, as you can sense. You can sense that, right, Janelle?
So is that what you do? You kind of talk to people in the
I
audience?
talk to people in the audience, and I let them lead me where they take me. You
Okay.
know what I mean?
So
Through
it's-
the information. I'll give you an example. I was in Reno,
Yeah.
and again, I'm a big name dropper. Anyway, I'm in Reno, and there's a guy in the audience, and I said, "What's your name?" He said, "Ecom." I said, "Ecom? Wow, what culture's that?" He said, "It's Mike backwards." I said, "Wow, I can play that game. I'm Bob.
Bob.
How long should I wait on these?" But it's going to be a big show tonight. Jackie's going to be there with her camera,
Right.
and she's going to film the whole thing and miss out on every joke.
Oh, that
'Cause
happens. That's what kids do today.
Well, you know, it's like journaling. You know, I write in a journal, but it's like when you do that, you take away from the moment. You know, I think it was Socrates who said, "Isn't that sad? You both got quiet. Like I'm going to quote
I'm like,
Socrates."
wait, I am
Have
very
you watched
interested in what
this
quote you're
crap?
pulling.
I'm just here for the Monster Jam. Now, do you
We can
guys
hook
also
you up
have the
with that.
Monster peanut butter? Because I love that as a sandwich.
Monster
Oh my
peanut
gosh.
butter and jam.
There you go.
All right.
That's what
Love
I
it.
just
All
did
right, I
there.
love it.
Melissa up in the booth is saying we got to wrap.
Yeah, of
so-
course you do, Melissa, because you don't want talent here. A guy of my, you have any idea who I am? Google me.
You guys are going to turn on the TV
I
tomorrow.
know.
You're going to see Bob. It's going to be the Bob show.
All right.
Improv
All right.
tonight.
Yes.
Ybor City, baby.
That's
and
right.
anyone who brings in a chicken gets in half price.
They're gonna love
That
you.
was the rooster.
They're gonna love you at the Improv. There's the website.
And we got
right
some
there.
great, and he has great comedians coming up too, so check them out also.
That's
A lot
right.
of great comics.
Yes, just go to improvtampa.com. Thank you, Bob.
I know.
Thank you, and
Bob,
you too.
come back anytime.
You.
You're
Oh, really?
great.
Now I get to
Oh
come
my
back
gosh.
anytime.
Yes.
That was a phony
You-
showbiz thing.
You've grown through